get it. I genuinely get it. It became so much more of a problem. Then you had a coach who held your ass accountable and you don't like it? Really, dude? Catch the freaking ball if you don't like it. You make the most of your opportunities. You know you're going to, hey, you may only be getting the ball 5 times. You better catch 4 out of 5 of those passes. He didn't. It's just what it came down to. Zach Miller ends up re-signing with the Bears. He was making the most of his opportunity. There's a guy that was hungry for it. He was healthy. He got and was hungry. Okay, he made the most of it. He gets another contract. He gets re-signed. I think a 2-year deal for him. So good for him. Uh, Shifting gears here, I don't know if you happen to see this, but Jamarcus Webb signed a contract for 2 years with the Seahawks.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I did not
I
see
couldn't
that.
believe that.
Did not.
And also, Chris Conti
Where?
also got another deal.
Really? Where at?
Oh, I ended up, I think I retweeted it, and it
U
was
of
just,
I.
yeah, yeah, you have to play safety. I could not believe the fact that he got a contract again. I don't know who's watching what, and I even said, is the safety position that thin compared to,
I mean, you think? I mean, it's definitely thin in Chicago for the past like what 30 years or something. Well, not maybe not that much. I understand, but at least like 15. I mean, like what? Mike Brown and Tony Parrish. It was honestly like, am I forgetting somebody or no?
oh, Mike
I
Brown.
can't remember. I mean, Mike Brown and Tony Parrish. That's all I can
Oh, you
think of.
said Mike Brown. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
I can't think of anybody else that was like safety, not cornerback,
Yeah.
safety. You know what I mean? I'm not. So I think I think it's a needed position. But then who knows? I don't know. I still think you got to develop people.
Yeah, you do. Oh yeah, he re-signed with the Bucks to a 1-year deal.
The Bucks, okay.
I mean, and he was horrible with them. I mean, wow, wow is all I can say on that one. Ugh, 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 ugh.
And 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 there's people who think that there should be like expansion, right? Should there be expansion in the NFL or no? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I hope not.
I am just glad that the Bears are doing something. And
Yeah, they have a plan and
it
they're executing it.
it appears that they're sticking to some sort of plan, and that makes that it feels nice. It feels good that there's a team that's doing something.
Yeah, well, there's two. I mean, it's funny because over the past week, it's been over. Seemingly, the I guess the White Sox have done the Cubs a favor as far as sort of taking some of the attention away from. Oh my gosh, Kyle Schwarber didn't play in a couple of spring training games, and
That's the big news, I guess, right?
was the big news. And let's see, and just I guess keeping some of the just the very high expectations that I know that surround the Cubs organization, and rightfully so. This is what happens when you see good players starting to rise. So, um, I hate stupid.
There's a definite microscope of some
Yes.
sort starting up, I feel.
Yeah, and I know that. I don't know if you happen to see a little bit of Twitter last night, but David Kaplan kind of really, I would say, doing his best Swirsky impersonation.
All
Or
right.
wait, no, Chet
Check topic.
Kopic. Yes, Chet Kopic. Yes,
I could see that, I guess. That could be interesting.
it was pretty good. Just kind of making wild accusations about what's going on with the White Sox and just being completely wrong about things, just being on the completely wrong end of these things. So he's doing a better Chet Kopic than Chet Kopic these days.
I, I don't know. You better watch what you say about Chet Kopic because I feel like whenever anybody talks about Chet Kopic, he like spouts back. So maybe that'll be good for us. Chet's listening somewhere. He's gonna yell at us and put us in our place. Maybe we can get Goose Gossage to yell at us too.
Oh my
God, what an
gosh.
asshole. I'm sorry.
I
I,
didn't even I heard a little bit about it, but I figured he was just angry old white guy baseball, mad at young baseball is basically what I kind of
oh,
took it as.
yeah, that's basically
I know the rant was pretty
it's
profane.
it's very fun. I thought it was funny. I mean, I don't know. It's like it's like the Make America Great Again people. And what do we want to go back to? Like segregation and racism and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
but I know there's good stuff in the past. I get it. I get it. I get it. But like you move on and you kind of change, you know what I mean? But I
Yep.
don't know.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
I'm clicking on this Goose Gossage thing right now because some of the comments, and I hope I get the article. This is like because he's a like spring training special assistant or something like that,
Okay.
and so he made the comments during spring training. So the article that I am reading right now is entitled "Goose Gossage Not Present as Blue Jays Visit Steinbrenner Field." He basically went through and like ripped apart like bat flips. Like he actually, I gotta find the comments. He actually like specifically called out Jose Bautista. He also was taking shots at like basically sabermetrics. He was saying that this is awesome. Nerds are running baseball. And basically talking about like the celebration and stuff and like fist pumping and it's about what everybody's talking about and I guess that's the I guess if you really think about it it's his you know I guess response to Bryce Harper recently who came out and was talking about you're not allowed to you're not allowed to show your emotions and everything like that. Um, I don't know. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, stuff changes. You're not gonna like everything, but I guess that's his right to say it, right?
Yeah.
So to quote, okay, Goose Gossage went off today, giving ESPN a magnificent rant against everything he hates and fears, starting with Jose Bautista's bat flip, which was the best thing that ever happened in baseball. But gosh, he's embarrassing to all the Latin players who ever played till the before him, throwing his bat and acting like a fool, like all those guys in Toronto. Cespedes, same thing. What else do we got here? And then it says, but then Gossage launches into a tirade about computers and steroids and other things kids they are into, and the whole thing is just so over the top. Okay. Um, I'll tell you what has happened. These guys played rotisserie baseball at Harvard or wherever the fuck they went, and they thought they figured the fucking game out. They don't know shit. A bunch of fucking nerds running the game. You can't slide into second base. You can't take out the fucking catcher because Buster Posey was in the wrong position and they're going to change all the rules. You can't pitch inside anymore. I'd like to knock some of these fuckers on their ass and see how they would do against pitchers in the old days. Ryan Braun is a fucking steroid user. He gets a standing ovation on opening day in Milwaukee. How do you explain that to your kid after throwing people under the bus and lying through his fucking teeth? They don't have anyone passing the fucking torch to these people. Um, that's that's the big brunt of it right there. But I guess that's his opinion, right? He's
Yeah.
definitely not wrong about the Ryan Braun stuff because he left out one part of about Ryan Braun is that he's an asshole. But all the rest of it is like, come on, dude, like whatever. And then I mean, I actually I'm not a huge fan of Bryce Harper, but I do like what he came out and said. He came out and said, you know what? Think about this. Think about how many times pitchers get to pump their fist
Yeah.
when they strike somebody out. How they do that, and it's basically the way he explained it. And if this is how it works for him, I don't see how it can't really work for anybody else. You get ticked off, you get pissed off, but that guy got you that time. Get him
Hmm.
next time. You know what I mean? Be better than him next time. And then you do the backflip celebration, whatever. It's all part of the competition, but I don't know. I don't know. Goose Gossage. That's the old baseball. I think that's bad for baseball.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like and I'm not saying let's not pay attention to baseball before, you know. Well, let's just say before the steroid era because that's when the really change happened, but let's look at it different. It's completely different game now. Completely
Yeah.
different. And all the stuff about the sliding in the home, so Bud Selig was in baseball, right? And didn't those rules all kind of come about with him, or was it totally Manfred? Do I think like Bud's been too close? That being said, Bud also is a nerd, so maybe Goose Gossage is right. I really don't think he's right. I think that whatever, move on. Like you know what I just thought of too? Baseball's good enough for you to pay you a salary for being a spring training instructor, right? He's not doing it for free, is he?
I
Sure, he's
don't think
getting
so.
paid.
Yeah.
Whatever. I thought that was kind of funny and stupid. This is very some very harsh words for people though, man.
Well,
No
you know,
one
what does he have to worry about now? He doesn't have to worry about offending anybody. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
It's
So
very true, but I think it was pretty evident that the anchor's like, listen, because the one article I read about it, he was like, oh, I went and talked to him about everything, and he says, I told him I didn't change my mind, and now I'm reading the next time I Google about it, it's like he wasn't at camp. So basically, do you think the Yankees were like, listen, why don't you go home? Yeah, kicked out of camp. But you're right. He's a Hall of Famer, and nobody you can never take that away from him. And it's just well, it's just like the endless list of other Hall of Famers who don't let people in for whatever god awful reason. For some people who deserve to be in for whatever I don't know what
yeah,
you want to call it, but very baseball has the very a lot of old guard going on that is bad for baseball.
yeah.
It's not in the best interest of the game.
Mm,
Watching any
mm.
new shows, see any new movies, anything like that lately?
Oh, have I? No, really have. Oh, I finished up Downton Abbey. That ended recently, and it was a show on PBS. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes, I've seen various amounts of it, but
It was really,
not recently. My wife used to watch it quite a bit,
yeah.
so I would catch about a lot of it. So I'm familiar with. I don't know. Some of it, not a ton.
It was very well done. Very